Holly, and welcome back to another sit-down video so I can talk to you guys. So for today's video, I thought I would share with you my side effects, symptoms, just things I've noticed that are different from when I was and now that I'm not on birth control pill. I was on it for 2 years, so getting off of it has definitely been something, and some things that I've changed and some things that I've noticed change within my body since I've stopped. I've been off of it for about a week now, so most of my symptoms were in like the first 3 days of stopping the pill. I did wait till the end of my pack. I finished a pack and then I stopped. That's basically the best way to stop birth control, because if you stop in the middle of a package, you're probably going to have a withdrawal bleed, TMI. So I didn't want that, so I waited till, of course, the end of the package of birth control and I stopped it, and these are just my symptoms and things that I've noticed happening with my body since I stopped. So yeah, let's just get on into my symptoms or side effects or whatever you guys want to call it. So the first thing that I did notice was a change in my appetite has definitely been there. When I was on birth control, I didn't feel as hungry, I guess you could say. I felt like I could eat, but now it was before, like, I would eat, but I wouldn't really feel hungry. I would have to basically eat because I knew it was time to eat. Now I feel hungry. Like, I get the feeling of I'm hungry, but whereas when I was on the pill, I didn't get the feeling of, oh my god, I'm hungry. I just knew that, okay, I haven't ate, I need to eat something, and I would eat, and I'd be able to eat till I was full. I just didn't really get, that feeling that you get when you are hungry. You get that feeling like, oh my god, I'm hungry. Now I definitely do get that. I get like the stomach, growling. And before, when I was on the birth control pill, I never did. I don't know if that is a symptom or something. It's just something that I've noticed different since I've been off my birth control. The next thing that I did notice is I can't fall asleep as fast as I used to. And again, these, I don't know, it's just something that I've never dealt with before with my body until I stopped the birth control pill. So don't go off of, if you stop birth control, these are going to be your symptoms, because they probably won't. But what I mean by stop sleeping, I never really stopped sleeping. It's just now it takes me longer to fall asleep at night, and it takes me longer to actually get tired. So before I was on birth control pill, I used to be able to stay up all hours of the night, and then once I got on birth control, it was like, okay, 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I was tired and I wanted to go to sleep, and I could fall asleep fast. Now that I'm off of it, it's almost like my body went back to being a night owl. I could stay up all hours of the night. Now that I'm off of it, I can't fall asleep till like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm up again at 5 with Ryan so he can go to work, and then I go to sleep for maybe another 2 hours after that, and then I'm awake again for the day. So that is definitely something that I've noticed that my body kind of went back to from before when I started my birth control 2 years ago. That is the next symptom. And then the other one, I have a few, but the next one is a little bit TMI, so if you guys aren't interested in this and you guys do get queasy, definitely skip over this part till the next part. And yeah, but the next thing I realized is my discharge. And what I mean by discharge is when I was on the birth control pill, I had a lot of discharge. It was a normal amount. I checked with the thing. It's just something that the birth control pill can do, because it's almost tricking your body into being pregnant because you're not ovulating. So that is something I realized, and now that I'm off of it, I barely have any, if none. And I've really enjoyed that, because before it was just like very uncomfortable, because when you stand up you feel it and that kind of thing. Now I don't have any of that issue. I don't feel it. Every woman is going to have some sort of discharge at some point, but now mine isn't as bad as what it was. And it used to be almost frightening at sometimes, because it'd be like, okay, seriously, I think I need to go to the doctor. But then again, I was already told that no, this is a normal symptom from birth control. It's just something that some women go through. And of course, I was one of them. But now being off for a week, I've noticed that there's like none to, minimal to none at all for the discharge, which is way better for me, and I'm feeling a lot better. So that is the next thing. And then moving on to more, the next one is when I first started, so this is talking like in the first 2, maybe even 3 days of being off, I had like cramps. And what I mean by cramps, it wasn't even, like, it's hard to explain because it wasn't like menstrual cramps, because menstrual cramps are totally different. And it was kind of in my lower back area as well, so it's kind of different, but it wasn't painful. It wasn't painful. It wasn't uncomfortable. It was just kind of annoying. It was just like an annoying kind of feeling that I got. And it wasn't like, again, like I said, it wasn't painful. It didn't feel like menstrual cramps. It was just kind of weird. It was just kind of annoying. It was just kind of this thing that was annoying. And it would only be like when you sat down, you'd feel it, or when you were relaxing, you felt it, or sometimes when you were walking, you'd feel it. But mainly it was like, oh my God, this is kind of weird. But again, it wasn't menstrual cramps, and it wasn't, it wasn't painful. It wasn't like the worst pain in the world. It was just kind of an irritation, I guess. It was just kind of irritating and annoying to be there, because it'd be like, okay, but it wasn't like something that you couldn't handle. It wasn't like menstrual cramps where you want to take a Midol. Like, I didn't feel like I needed to take a Tylenol or an Advil or anything like that to stop it. It was just kind of, like I said, it was annoying. And the next thing that I did notice with going along with all of this was, especially now after a week being off, and this is like the major one that I've noticed the most, which I am super happy about, is my mood has definitely changed. When I was on birth control, I was very, I don't know, I could get irritated faster. I could get like almost sad. I was sad sometimes. I cried, and before I was on birth control, I never cried. So for me to sit and watch like a movie and then start crying, it wasn't me, and it just didn't feel right. Like, getting angry faster, irritated faster, impatient, it just wasn't me. The littlest things could like tick me off. I was just more irritated and irritable, and I really didn't enjoy that, because I knew, okay, I'm not this person, but why can't I control it? And sometimes I would even get to the point of being so stressed and depressed that I just didn't want to go out in the day. I just wanted to stay in the bedroom, watch a movie, and just be by myself. And I even had a breakdown while on birth control where I need to get away from everybody. And I actually ended up sitting in my closet because I needed to be away. And now that I've been off of birth control for a week, I've been way happier, like laughing all the time, smiling. I'm back to like my old personality. I don't feel like crying. I don't feel as emotional as I was before. I'm happier. I can joke around better, whereas one little joke could almost set me off when I was on birth control. So definitely now I'm like way happier, and it feels like a weight of, emotion has been like lifted off. It's almost like a weight on my shoulders has been lifted off, and it is gone, and you just feel lighter, and it's a relief to feel happier and get back to my old self the way I was before I was on birth control. And I know that is a side effect, that some women can actually get really depressed while on the pill. And it wasn't that I was depressed, because I can't say I was depressed. It was just, I wasn't myself. My mood wasn't me, and that kind of thing. And I felt bad for Ryan almost, because when we first started dating, I wasn't on birth control because I never had a relationship. I wasn't sexually active until I met Ryan. So when we first started dating, we weren't sexually active, of course. So it wasn't something that I worried about. So I was like my old self. I was happy, laughing all the time, just really didn't have a lot of stress or anything like that. And then after a few months, when we decided that, we were taking the next step in our relationship to be sexually active, I went on birth control, of course, beforehand, and then everything just kind of changed. Again, I was more irritable and grumpy, and I feel really bad for him, because he got a taste of what I really was, and then he kind of got a taste of almost my worst, I guess you could say. And now I'm back to my old self, and things have been really good for us and really good for me. Like, I feel better. I don't feel like when I get up in the morning, it's like, okay, today is going to be a really bad day. Today I get up and it's like, oh, okay, I got things to do. I'm gonna do them, and I'm gonna be happy about it. And it's just been a better experience for me. So again, all women are different. All women experience different things. Some women can't even take birth control because it just causes more issues for them. Where me, I can't say the birth control made me, sick or anything like that, because I never did. I feel way different. My body is feeling better now that I'm off of it because, of course, I'm not having a hormone being put into my body. And with all the recalls going on with birth control around the chipped pills and ones that are, one smaller than the other, there was time. I know we were talking about we're starting a family, we're trying to start a family, and we were talking about that. But then once all this recall and stuff, it was just an extra push to get me off of it. And I'm almost glad because, of course, I was getting off of it anyway, but it was just an extra verifying that, okay, we're moving in the right direction. It was almost like a sign that, you're ready to be parents, and I'm just super excited to see where our journey takes us. I am vlogging today, so that will probably be up tomorrow. This video will be up the same day that I'm filming this, so stay tuned for tomorrow's vlog that was of today, if that makes any sense. But anyways, I think that's all that I have to say to you guys. Those are all of my signs and symptoms. If you guys experienced anything different coming off birth control or the birth control pill or anything, leave those comments down below because I'd like to hear your guys' experiences or any experiences that you guys had while on the pill. Let me know. And if you guys have any of the same symptoms of me coming off birth control, then definitely leave those comments down below. I'd like to hear everybody's experience and chat with everybody so I know that I'm not alone. I think girls need that. They need to know that they're not alone feeling these things. So, yeah, definitely leave those comments down below. Don't forget to check out all of my social media, my Twitter, Instagram. I guess that's all I have right now. I haven't started a Snapchat until I get more people interested in wanting me to start a Snapchat just because I'm not a big fan of it. But if you guys are interested in me starting a Snapchat, that's definitely something that I will do. So definitely, like I said, follow me down below on my Twitter and Instagram. Twitter, I use the most. I use the most just because that's where I say, hey, would you guys like to see this kind of video idea? Or, hey, check out this video when I post a new video and that kind of thing. So definitely check those out. Don't forget to like and subscribe and do that whole thing that you guys do down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.